Hi guys.
What's up?
This is Trash Talk with Westmark.
Yeah. So
yes, we've been talking about a lot of Xbox exclusives, even though we ranked it.
we gave our theme on Xbox already. Go watch the other two videos on the console.
So yeah, you're probably wondering, we thought they hated Xbox, but yet they've been talking about so much about Xbox and they love PS4, but they haven't said any games about it.
Well, here we go.
We're gonna talk about Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs.
Alright,
so let's see. What can we say about Watch Dogs?
I really want to start with, Watch Dogs looks like a really cool game, and and it gives you the option not to really I remember this one part of one of the trailers where the hacking in the game. The hacking is cool.
The hacking that's like the main part of the game. The whole thing is kind of a statement of how safe are you really, and how private do you think your private life actually is? Because there's this guy who, shady ass motherfucker, got the whole trench coat and he's keeping his face hidden and everything.
He has his scarf on and he has hat. Sunglasses.
He's got this phone that can hack into literally anything. People's cell phones, ATMs. He can he has pretty much total
lights to turn off the lights so that way you can get a clean getaway.
He pretty much has control over the city. And so you're going through various missions, from what I've seen anyway. There's various missions you go on, having to accomplish things. It kind of reminds me of the likes of Infamous, maybe. You got your different missions there and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
I wonder where he got that app for it. Did you get it from iTunes?
They released a new app. It's control literally fucking everything.
Control your city. These damn lights are too bright.
CLFE. That's what we're gonna call it. The CLFE app. Control everything.
That would be funny. It was oh man, the lights are too bright. Hold on, honey.
There we go.
Now it's dark. Hold on.
Oh crap.
And then it turns on a little bit. There we go. That's perfect. Oh man, the translate.
Also, there was a light switch over there. I was glad you just didn't mess with that. This is easier.
No, this is easier. It's just a button. I have to move my finger, flick the switch.
So much hard work and exercise. I mean, I gotta go.
Well, I could just go point.
Point. Okay. Anyway, so the how many times do I have to say the graphics? I mean, they all look good. They all look pretty good. This is for the PS3 also, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for the PS3 also.
So yeah, but it still looks awesome.
And then from one of the trailers, this is I think this is gameplay.
Yeah.
Where and this is another interesting thing. I think you have a choice. I think you're this is another thing where your choices kind of do matter and how you deal with enemies.
Yeah.
Because in the game, there's two cops in front of him, and he's like this, but he has his phone in one of his hands and all that, and he turns off the lights, and then instead of shooting the cops in the face and all that, killing the cops, he shoots them in the legs. So I think there are some consequences from doing certain things in the game.
Yeah.
So whether or not you should kill someone or just wound them.
Again, kind of like Infamous, you can choose your own path if you want to take the good way out or just be as cruel as possible.
Just be cruel and get the job done.
So not only does that impact stuff in the game, that can probably also even impact the story. So maybe you can get alternate endings and things.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Be pretty cool.
Really cool.
It's been done before, obviously, like Infamous. But I mean, you know,
but that would be interesting to see.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
And then another thing is probably you get to probably drive multiple vehicles in the game.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, he does drive a boat and all that, and then I've seen yeah, he does.
When was that?
I think it was one in there was a picture in the Game Informer where he drives boats and cars and bikes and all that. So he has to drive a lot of vehicles. So this probably suggests that he's probably a wanted criminal for something. and he.
For something, he has a phone that can control the city.
So probably he's like a.
I think everyone's after him for that.
He's like a terrorist or something, but he's trying to prove not to by
hacking the city.
By hacking the city, yeah, that doesn't sound great.
I don't know. He's kind of like. Yeah.
And he shoots cops, so might be a bad guy. So another interesting thing is. I hope, and this is and for this game it might work. I hope you do get to play it as a bad guy, for a change. Like most characters.
Well, like if you're saying, if you can choose your own path, you can make your own bad guy.
Yeah, you can probably make him a bad guy. Like in most games, have you wanting to be like the hero. Like, yeah, we're like you're the hero. Well, but there's not really that many games where you actually get to play as a bad guy. Because I always find that interesting.
Yeah.
In games where you're not really a good guy, in fact you're kind of a bad guy. And,
or like an anti-hero.
Or like an anti-hero, because you're not really doing this for the benefit of the people, you're just doing it because you want
to do it, I guess.
To do it, or for your ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Perfect example of an anti-hero is Kratos. Like, especially in God of War 3. Pretty much screwed everybody over in Greece and killed the gods. Like, he kills Poseidon, and the whole world floods. He kills Hermes, a plague is upon the world. Well, he's like, I don't give a crap about that shit. I'm getting Hermes' shoes. Now I can run super fast.
So back to Watch Dogs now, because that's what we're doing this on.
Yes.
I mean, we can reference other games that relate, but we can't just go off topic, like, and go off on a completely different game. But anyway, so. From what we saw, it looks really interesting, and I really want to see
interesting. And then
where they're going with this.
So and with the and then another thing is the enemies. I think you deal with you do deal with cops, but I think you also have to deal with like other criminals and all that.
Cause see, they're trying to set this in like the most realistic environment possible, where like even anyone can really come out at you if you like. I think again that comes back to the whole making your own choices and what path that leads you down. I mean that can. Yeah. Be like if like crowds of people can like probably come after you, or like I don't know, just other. Obviously you're gonna make a lot of enemies with this powerful device, so you know, it's not
probably
really,
like a lot of people would.
It's not limited to just cops. It can be pretty much anyone.
Excuse me.
Stop burping. However they take this, I mean, you know, it's looking good.
So I hope like the app is really cool.
Yeah.
And all that, and
I wonder. Okay, so what we've seen so far, the things he's hacked into people's phones. We've heard conversations in the trailer. We've also seen him. They're trying to show off their epicness and awesomeness, where like he makes, what are they called, the roadblocks that come out of the ground? Those poles.
Roadblocks, I think.
Well, those poles. He makes like a bunch of poles go, and like he stops like well, I don't know if it's a cop car or just a car.
Oh yeah,
and it just goes, and it crashes all slow motion. It's one of the main things they showed off.
So yeah, you get a lot of apps, and I think like as you progress in the story, you get like new apps and all that to control different parts of like the city.
Probably.
In which you have to hack that certain part, like the city, and then once you get it, you can do it to everything, like the lights, like the roadblocks, just anything.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool if they had like a scanner to where like scan like the thing like. There we go. Now you have a new thing to hack now.
A new thing to hack. So what are your expectations?
My expectations that I hope it's like a really fun game, and there's like a lot of missions where you would have to use like your technology.
Yeah.
And your skills with apps. Like
well, don't you also have like combat?
Yeah, and then like
don't you have guns and stuff?
Yeah, and then there's gun. I hope you get like a wide variety of guns too.
Yeah, probably.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have like a bazooka, like you just like carry a bazooka around everywhere. Like
I think people will get suspicious if they just see a random guy in a trench coat and a hat with a scarf, and an app that can control the whole city walking around with a bazooka.
Yeah, if I saw
that's not suspicious.
Yeah, if I saw a guy with a bazooka, I would just go like, oh fuck, I'm
gonna walk on the other side of the street.
You know what? I'm gonna walk on the other side of the city because I don't want to be near this guy.
Yeah, that's the better way to go. So, okay.
And then our people's first question would be like, why is he carrying a fucking bazooka?
Yeah, the first question is, who the hell is this guy? The second question is, what the fuck does he have a bazooka?
I don't.
What is he planning to do? Okay, so anyway.
Well, what do you mean? What he's planning to do? If he has a bazooka, he's gonna blow shit up.
Well, yeah, but what is he planning?
Well, what's he gonna blow
What
up?
specifically is he planning to do?
Is
Anyway.
he planning to use that thing to blow the shit out of?
Anyway.
What's he gonna blow up?
Anyway.
Anyway.
My expectations
Yes.
are, yeah, for it to just be really, it looks really fun, it looks really epic, it looks really cool. So I'm just expecting for the controls to be nice and simple, you know. I mean, you're gonna be doing a lot of shit, so I mean, I'm not expecting like, oh, just one button does this, and then the button does this. I mean, there's gonna be some complications and maybe a little combination of buttons to press and stuff, but I mean, for the most part, for it to be pretty simple. Hopefully they're not, you know, clanky or screwy or anything. Hopefully it's just a really good game. I mean, it's looking to be a really good game. Hopefully it just is a good game when it comes out. So, want me to give my verdict this time first?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 because it does look good. My main reason for not giving it a 5 out of 5 is because I just need to experience it. I don't really know. I don't normally play games like that. I've been trying to get into games like that, but this one looks really good, so I am for sure going to try at some point when it's released to get a PS4, and that game is what I'm going to get. So,
Well, I have a little bit more experience with games kind of like that. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a higher score, like a 4.25 out of 5.
or 4.20. We've never given that score before. A 4.25 out of 5. We're getting technical, so we're going to be like, oh, where are my glasses? Oh, I'm going to have my glasses.
That'll be an 85%.
We'd be like, okay, now see, we're gonna make it this much percentage because I'm super smart like that. Anyway, after that bad nerd impression, so
That was like terrible. Terrible.
so
Mindless.
I'm Mark. That's the end of Trash Talk.
Subscribe and goodbye.
Watch Dogs.
Are you happy now?